Hello and welcome to Big Time Rush podcast thing. We haven't sorted out the name yet.
Yeah, no, there's no
Yeah.
name yet.
This is going to be a bit different from our usual content because this one has time and effort put into it.
Time and effort in parentheses. More
Yeah.
time and effort than the usual Love is a Lie Minus content.
Yeah. So on this
still-
podcast, we watch an episode of Big Time Rush and then we commentate it on afterwards, like directly after.
Yes,
we just finished the first episode.
We just finished watching the pilot episode of Big Time Rush.
Yeah.
And I have a bunch of notes.
Yeah. So many notes.
Like enough notes to make me scroll down in the Windows Notepad.
Mm-hmm.
Like scroll down quite a bit.
So yeah, Toast, have you had any personal experience with Big Time Rush?
I've had I watched Big Time Rush when I was younger and it was still on TV.
Yeah.
And it was one of the shows that I enjoyed, but was kind of embarrassed about watching.
Oh yeah, toxic masculinity, all that. Anyway, this is a non-political podcast.
Yes, but it was like
I
toxic
say as I will be
masculinity
bringing up politics every few seconds.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
This is the political time rush.
Political Time Rush, that's the worst name.
Yeah.
Okay, so I sort of split this up so that I have some character notes, some general notes, which I really just did not write anything in, and then timeline, which is where I sort of outlined the plot of the episode.
Okay, so do you want to start with the plot first, and then we can go into the characters and then general?
Yeah. Well, the plot. General is only two. It's only two things.
Oh, and then let's put that in the middle.
Okay. So, I guess let's start with the timeline portion of this.
Yeah.
So the series begins with
in Minnesota.
In Minnesota, with first of all, it starts with the iconic oh.
Yeah, it was very important that it had that, and it does.
Yes, that had to be the first thing, and the first scene is the gang running from a crowd of fans.
Yeah.
Who seemingly run after them with the intent to kill.
Yeah, they have crowbars and stuff like that.
They legit have weapons.
Yeah. And
surprisingly, having weapons for no reason is a running theme through this episode.
We'll talk about that later, but yeah. This is because the boys committed an act of terrorism.
Yes, actually.
But
they get into a little alleyway with no end, up against a wall with the evil, angry, happy angry, the evil crowd of fans.
Yeah, evil
with
crowd
weapons.
Yeah, okay.
And they get attacked in that alleyway. Yeah. And then I have my next note is BTR dies, which is them getting
it's common theme.
And then the show cuts to the producer, Gustavo. Yeah, Gustavo Rock.
Gustavo Rock, his full name. If you don't say it,
yes, you have to say Gustavo Rock.
Mm-hmm. And his assistant is Michelle Obama.
Yes, Michelle Obama, who gets actually bullied by Gustavo Notch Rock.
Yeah, he looks like Notch, and it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, he looks very much like Notch. Like, eerily so. Yeah. To the point where I'm gonna Google if he actually played the character.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I know, but...
Yeah.
Who played this guy? Gustavo Rock, actor. It's loading.
Yeah.
Stephen Kramer Glickman. Okay, I don't think that's Notch.
Okay. Well, I think we're in the good, guys. We're in the good.
Yeah.
Don't start with bullying him. I'm pretty sure he's. I'm not
So
sure.
he came to Minnesota to look for a new stars.
Yeah.
But he can't find any. He's been in 22 states and 22 cities trying to find a star, but he didn't find anyone with quote unquote the fire.
The fire.
And
They weren't blazing.
I don't know what that means either. So the next scene is the gang.
Yeah.
The 4 members of what soon is to be Big Time Rush. In, I presume, Kendall's house.
Yeah.
Watching TV and being just sort of friends and stuff. And talking about how they want to be a star. And conveniently, on the TV, the news reporter, what's his name? Sway?
Yeah, it was Frey, and it looked like swag.
Yeah, we thought it was swag for a moment. So news reporter Swag.
Yeah, news reporter Swag.
He conveniently says, "Do you want to be a star?" And then they're like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
And then they call they call Gustavo Notch Rock. I mean, probably Michelle Obama.
They call their parents so they can order to get a ride. Come on,
Oh, yeah.
remember the war.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and then they get a call back from like a scam telecom company.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
And then they kidnap an old lady.
Yeah. Then James kills Carlos.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the gang goes to steal a grandma so that they can go to the auditions.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. Get the grandma, go to the auditions, be scared. Turns out everyone sucks.
Yeah.
Just everyone.
Yeah.
And then it's their time.
There's no talent in Minnesota, and if you live in Minnesota and say you have talent, you're lying to yourself.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
So then the producer gets very angry. And Gustavo Rock pulls out a literal fucking rocket launcher.
Yeah, he has a rocket launcher, like, on hand. I don't know where he was storing it.
Under his desk, just a loaded rocket launcher.
Yes.
He didn't even load it. He just had it. Michelle Obama
Yeah.
had to stop him from blowing up the venue.
He stopped him from committing a mass act of terrorism.
Yeah.
Which seems to be a common theme.
Yeah. As I've said before, weapons kind of a running theme in Big Time Rush for some reason. So then Epic Big Time rushes to the audition, barely makes it in time, only 1 minute left.
1 minute left.
And
They should have, rushed.
Yeah. Huh.
Rushed.
Only James actually wants to go to the audition, but Michelle
yeah,
Obama kind of forces them.
Yeah. James is my favorite character.
Yeah, my favorite character is Gustavo.
Yeah.
And if I had to choose from the boys, probably Logan.
Okay. I see your Logan stan.
I'm a Logan stan.
Logan stan, everyone.
Yeah, so then...
Yeah.
Three-fourths of the gang gets signed up against their will.
Yeah.
And first to go is Logan.
Yeah.
Who goes up on stage.
Technically it was James, but James picked Logan.
Yeah, James... It was supposed to be James, but then James did like a...
Yeah, he did.
He did too, because I'm scared.
Yeah, he has stage fright.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
And Logan goes in.
Yeah.
And beatboxes.
Yeah, he beatboxes. He's rubber bass.
Yeah, he beatboxes, and it was... I'm not a beatboxing expert, but I don't think that was very good.
It was a mid-tier beatbox.
It was mid-tier. It's like... It's the type of beatbox that your uncle does.
Yeah.
Like, uncle comes on a trip to your house.
Yeah.
Hey, I can beatbox. Yeah, that was my impression of beatboxing. Yeah, so Logan gets PTSD, in short. Then who goes later? James or Carlos?
I think it's Carlos, and then James gets sent in for.
Right. So Carlos goes in, shits on the mic, and then leaves.
I clapped. It was best.
We definitely clapped.
We clapped.
Then next was Jamma.
Yeah.
Next was James, and he actually sung. He actually sung the song.
Yeah.
And Gustavo shat on him, but this time not as literally as Carlos.
Yeah, Gustavo hates James.
Gustavo hates James. I paraphrase here. You remind me a lot of Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
And I can't stand Matthew McConaughey. Did Kendall even go up?
Kendall went up last, and then he sang, and everyone was impressed.
Really?
I mean, no, I think Gustavo hated it, but then the boys came in and assisted him.
James. Okay, James hated. Fuck.
Yeah.
James.
I remind you that Gustavo has a rocket launcher under his chair.
Yes, that's important. James is hated by Gustavo. But when Gustavo says that he hates him, Kendall it gets very riled up because he thinks that James has talent.
Yeah. And James has talent. He has the looks.
He has the looks.
He has the look. Yes.
So what happens next is Kendall goes up to Gustavo, fucks up his popcorn, and sings the third song.
Yeah.
Classic.
It's been on MTV multiple times.
Yes, exactly. And then gets dragged away by security. Yeah. But the rest of the gang helps him out. And even the grandma helps them out, which is very funny. Yeah. So then it cuts to a scene in Kendall's house with police lights in the background.
Because, they assaulted a man with a rocket launcher.
Yes. No, well, kind of. Mostly they just fought with the security.
Yeah, they just kind of...
Yeah. So then Gustavo comes to Kendall's house and says, like, "You're the one."
Yeah.
You are the one. He doesn't speak like that, but,
that's
how it'd be sometimes.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Moving on.
Moving on. He gets picked, but Kendall refuses. What a twist.
Kendall doesn't want to be famous for some reason.
Yeah, he wants to play hockey.
Yeah.
Instead of being in LA.
Yeah.
Fun fact about LA.
Yeah.
When I watched this show, when I was a wee lad.
Yeah.
I didn't know that LA and Los Angeles were the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a big shocker when I googled what LA is.
I thought every show took place in Britain.
Really?
Yeah. Hey Nick, this is Nick for some reason. He's in the podcast now.
No, he can't be in the podcast. This is like a podcast.
Nick, have you seen Big Time Rush episode 1?
Have you seen Big Time Rush episode 1 in the...
But I know that you guys did.
Yes.
Well, you have nothing to say here.
I don't even know what a Big Time Rush is.
Get out of here!
How could I know that you guys are recording a podcast?
Well, you couldn't, but... Better late than never? I don't know. It's how it be. What are you laughing at?
I don't know.
Where were we?
Well, okay, you were explaining Big Time Rush. We were on that Kendall got accepted, but he rejected it because he doesn't want to be in LA, and I thought every show took place in Britain.
Yes. So Kendall gets picked, but he refuses.
Yeah, he
And
hates
then-
capitalism.
While Kendall is at what I presume to be his day job.
Yeah.
At
He works in a shopping market, I think.
Yeah, in a supermarket.
The others don't, so they just kind of break cars using shopping trolleys by shoving them into each other.
Yes, they try to roll.
Yeah.
Just push a shopping cart into other shopping carts so that it fits in at a distance.
Yeah.
That's their fun, I guess.
Yeah.
Didn't have iPhones. Oh wait, it was 2009. They did.
Yeah.
So then they sort of argue. Kendall doesn't want to go. Rest of the gang wants him to go because they think that would be a good idea. But Kendall wants not to lose his friends. Then Carlos dies by car this time.
Yeah, he gets hit by a car being in a shopping trolley.
Yeah.
He like zooms off and he's like, if I get this shot, you have to take the job, and then he dies.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
you said exactly.
Yeah.
So he dies, and then Kendall comes up with a deal.
Yeah.
He calls up Gustavo Notch Rock.
Yeah.
And then he and Michelle Obama arrive.
Yeah, he and Michelle Obama arrive. He was like doing some meditation.
Was
Which
he?
is sitting there meditating.
Was he?
Yeah, he was sitting there meditating, and Michelle Obama took the call.
Oh right. I think I recall that.
Yeah.
And then so Gustavo comes.
Gustavo
And then-
comes.
Yeah. And Kendall gives him a proposition
Yeah.
that
That
He would
if
come.
he wants to take him, he has to take everyone.
yes, exactly. So he has to take the whole band,
The whole band.
the whole good band. Gustavo is kind of against this.
Yeah.
But then he's like, "Oh, I would never ever do this." And then Kendall is like, "So we have a deal?"
You turn.
And then Gustavo says like, "Yeah." Like that's just what happens. And then they go to LA.
Yeah.
Great. Cool.
Yeah. Show continues in there in LA.
Yeah, so now the gang is out of Minnesota, finally,
Yeah,
out of
but-
Tutorial Island.
Out of Shore Island. They've defeated Kamoshida's palace.
Exactly. Then my next note is just pool time.
They go in the pool.
Yeah, they just sort of immediately just flock to the pool.
They immediately just go to the pool. They meet Guitar Guy, who's the best character in the entire show.
Exactly, they meet a whole cast of characters.
They meet Guitar Guy and the White Girl and
There's the crazy
Okay.
woman who goes up and starts yelling about something
son?
about
Yeah,
like
son.
relationships, and then slaps Kendall. That was a trip. Then you
Yeah.
have Ron Weasley fat and his
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
His bit is that he hides from his mom in various storage containers.
Yeah, he's there.
He's there for some reason. Then you have TV Wonder Dog.
TV One Dog is a very PogChamp character. I hope he appears.
He's a real. He's the dude.
He is the guy. He makes a mad bank constantly.
Yeah.
He fucks, dude.
TV Wonder Dog fucks.
Yeah.
That's the truest statement ever said. Ever.
Yes.
Then the Jennifers
Yeah.
come.
Jennifer, they're white girls.
They're
except
Valley girls.
Only one is white. They're Valley girls. True.
And they just sort of come in and are white
Whoosh.
girls, and that's really it. And the
Yeah.
boys fall for them.
Yeah, I mean, come on, they're straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. The gang tries to fuck the Valley girls. And then Michelle Obama interrupts their quest
Yeah.
for love.
Yeah.
To get
then-
them on boy band boot camp,
Boy band boot camp.
which is where Gustavo, for 3 months, boot
Yeah.
camps the campers, the with to be a boy band.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's what happens.
Yeah, that's boy bands, and the boys are like, "Watch this, we're gonna get some mad puss,"
Yeah, we're gonna get some puss.
and then they get splashed with pink Starbucks.
Yeah, doesn't go well.
And it doesn't go well. It is.
And then it cuts.
And then it cuts, and then we're in the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're in Gustavo's office. Someone
We're in
comes.
Gustavo's world now.
Yeah, this Gustavo's world. This is a subplot.
Yeah.
Comes in.
Yeah. We haven't explained the CEO of CBT yet.
That's what I was gonna say. Comes in.
CBT.
CBT Global Net.
Yes.
That's his full name. And
That's
he's like the
his full
CEO of life, everything.
He is the CEO of music, and he comes in and says, "Hey, Gustavo, I'm going to change my trousers in front of you while telling you that you only have 3 days to make this boy band snap fingers. Boy perfect."
That's not even exaggerated.
Yeah,
That's
like,
just sort of what happens, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the only thing that doesn't happen is the snapping fingers.
Yeah. And
He
still
literally
pretty close.
He literally just changed his trousers in front of him.
Yeah. Then, so they go into not yet BTR. The gang goes into the building and meets Nicole something from the Pussycat Dolls.
Yeah.
Turns out, I think she has a restraining order against Gustavo.
Yeah. Which, with the mind's eye, can lead to,
music industry.
Gustavo might be going cancelled on Twitter today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, suddenly, CBT Global Net says to Gustavo, "Listen, I want new song, good song, in 3 days, not 3 months."
Not 3 months.
And Gustavo is like, "What? That's crazy."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, well, you know how it is.
Yeah.
So then, the gang gets called up to his office, and it's time to start.
It's time to start dancing.
The very fast boot camp.
The very fast boot camp.
Exactly.
So first off, they meet Mr. X.
Mr. X, absolute legend.
Yeah.
Probably on cocaine.
Probably on cocaine. He looks like he's kind of like Jackie Chan.
He's like Jackie Chan in Karate Kid, but better and wearing gold.
Yeah, he has the fashion sense. I wouldn't say it's good, but I would say the man is brave.
He's he's a brave. That's a good word for him, brave.
Yeah. He is living his best life in the year 2020, and I'm happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, there is the stylist.
Yeah.
Whose jobs are styling up the boys to be more boy band. And the business team.
Yeah, business management, business team.
The business boys. It's like there's a girl. It's not really like the business boys if there's a girl.
It's the business gang.
The business gang. Yeah, so they also meet the business gang. They do I personally stand the business gang.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Like them. They did the robot dance. So then, I have here written, Carlos dies again.
Yeah, Carlos dies a lot.
Yeah, he dies a lot. I don't remember what this one is referring to. Oh, I think I remember. So, first thing they do is, and this is, depending on how long this goes on for, this podcast, this is going to be the name of the podcast, One Hot Hour with Mr. X.
Yeah.
They go in for a 1 hour dance lesson with the one and only
Mr. X.
And if I remember correctly,
Yeah.
Logan just elbows the shit out of Carlos accidentally.
Carlos dies so much.
I feel like that's his thing, you know, the helmet and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's his thing is he's dead.
He's dead. Kill him.
So then I have written Mr. X dies.
Yeah.
How did he die again?
He banged his head against a wall.
Oh yeah. The hot hour got a little bit too hot for him.
Yeah.
And I think he just like hit his head or something and died.
He comes back. I think he's.
Yeah, he comes back. He dies metaphorically.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Miranda Cosgrove, the little sister.
Yeah, Miranda Cosgrove.
Yeah, every little sister is Miranda Cosgrove.
Yeah.
She becomes a business mogul because she at the pool starts a VIP.
Yeah.
A VIP area. And let me tell you, the crowds flock.
Yeah.
Absolutely flock. They go in and fucking slapping off tenors. 1, 2, 3, 4. The woman is rich.
Yeah.
I think she made more money on that VIP shit than BTR ever did.
Yeah.
In the history of their careers.
Yeah.
So, even the dog paid. Even TV Wonder Dog came in with a tenor.
I think TV Wonder Dog is equally just a very realistic fairy.
Now that's the theory.
Yeah. We can join us for the special episode at the end of season 1, where we go over our big time rush theories and our power scale of tier list.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because so far, Gustavo's at top tier, and you'll find out why later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next thing that happens is the funny outfit montage.
Yeah, the funny outfit montage.
So the stylists have their go at the game, and they put on numerous outfits.
Yeah.
Actually, not that numerous, like 3 outfits.
The outfits they become America USA.
First one was just sort of a lame 70s guys.
Yeah, lame 70s.
Not very cool.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta kill a bug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pause. BRB.
BRB.
Holy fuck! I don't even know what happened to it. I sprayed it and it disappeared. Holy fuck! I don't even know where the bitch went.
Now that's comedy.
I hope she's dead. Alright.
Yeah, back to Big Time Rush.
Yeah, back to Big Time Rush.
Back to Big Time Rush.
The second outfit is
USA. I've never seen something American in my life. And we're talking as a British person and a Polish person.
Yes. It was very American. It's like, this is also a quote, like Uncle Sam threw up on them.
Yeah.
It was a real USA moment.
Hey,
that's what we
USA.
did.
And then they become Linkin Park.
Yes, they become Linkin Park with pants so tight that they all fall over.
Yeah.
And that's a funny gag.
That's a funny gag. I laughed.
Well, I laughed as well.
Yeah, I laughed.
So then, after all the preparing work is done...
Yeah. They go into the studio, don't they? Actually, no, it's a bit before the studio. Where main dude criticizes Gustavo for having so many hits with girl in them.
Oh yeah, because Gustavo pitches song.
Yeah, Girl Time. Which is me every day, constantly, 24/7.
Yeah, it's always Girl Time. That's the song. That's what the song is about.
Girl Time.
Gustavo gets criticized for having girl in every single name.
Yeah.
So the gang goes in to the studio.
Yeah.
And they don't actually sing because they just dick
Yeah.
around and spill juice on them.
Yeah. And a pillow fight.
Yeah, and have a pillow fight, and it's stupid. And
Yeah.
they lose their jobs. They're fired.
I think we missed out on the important part where Gustavo causes an earthquake.
Oh shit! That was before?
Was that? I'm pretty sure it happened during like this part.
I thought it was like a little bit after. Like when they get shat on. Like after the fight.
No, I'm pretty sure it was like before the fight, but we can just talk about it now.
Okay, so I'm just gonna tell my story.
Yeah.
my thing.
Yeah.
So Gustavo tells them off very sternly.
Yeah.
And he lines them up and is like, "Oh, you can't sing, you're dumb, stupid, and I shagged your mom."
Yeah.
And then I think Kendall or was it James?
Kendall. I think it was James Kendall.
Someone from the gang is like, "Man, we don't want to sing Girl Time. We don't. Your songs are dumb."
Yeah.
And then Gustavo gets so angry.
Yeah.
That he causes an earthquake.
This is why he's currently at the top of our big time rush, power scale tier list.
Yeah, I think if you prepared a good scenario for him, he would wipe out humanity.
I think he can beat Goku.
I think he could beat Goku and Superman at the same time.
Yeah, he's currently at the top of the tier list.
Exactly.
In case you're wondering, everyone's just kind of mid tier for now. We got to wait for the show to come.
Yeah.
I do think Miranda Cosgrove is powerful in like the psychological sense.
Yeah, Miranda Cosgrove is probably the most the most intelligent, powerful business mogul.
Yeah. And anyway, the tier list will be later on.
Yeah.
Later video.
Then we have, the gang gets clinical depression, fights.
Yeah.
So after getting fired, the gang just sits around at the pool and is like, what are we gonna do? Ah! But that's dumb.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we should stop fighting.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get a chance to sing. And then they sing the third song together.
Yeah, the third song. The third song is very important.
An iconic moment. The third song at the little campfire.
Yeah, and everyone claps afterwards.
Yes, they sing the third song, and then everyone at the pool gets up and starts clapping.
Yeah.
Which is the funniest shit I've ever fucking seen, dude.
Yeah. And then the main guy goes up to guitar guy and he's like, "Give me some inspirational music."
Yeah, give me some of that guitar guy. Give
me some of that guitar.
So then they call up Gustavo and is like,
"Yeah,
bitch, we got a song for you."
And it's called Big Time Rush, and it's gonna be a big time hit.
Yeah, big time rush.
Gustavo's like, "Man, is this gonna be better than Go Time?" And they're like, "Yeah, screw you." And then they go make the song.
Yeah, and then they sing the song, and then
it starts with the what which I clapped.
There have been numerous moments in this pilot where we got up and clapped.
Yeah,
it was very good.
It was the Avengers Endgame. It was the beginning.
It was the Avengers Endgame of BTR, except it was the first episode. So like start game, kind of.
Start game. It was the Avengers Assemble.
Big Time Rush start game. Yeah. So Mr. X is still alive. BTR does the and then they show it off at the end to Mr. CBT Global Network.
Yeah, and he's like, "Wow, you now have 3 months. Goodbye.
You are now spared."
Yeah.
This was good. Good job, Gustavo.
Yeah. And then Gustav insults him some more, and then the episode ends there.
Yeah, and the day is saved.
Yeah, the big time rush is now a thing. We get to watch this show more.
Epic win.
So, I thought it was a good pilot. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
I laughed.
It's like
I
one of
laughed.
those things that I watched.
Yeah.
I definitely watched it on numerous occasions when on TV.
Yeah.
When I was younger.
I only physically remember 2 episodes of Big Time Rush, and I think that come very later, like season 4.
I remember the pilot episode a lot. So that was my timeline notes.
Yeah, okay. Now we get into the character notes, so...
Well, actually, we have the general notes still.
Yeah, general notes.
This is sort of general thoughts about the episode.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah.
First of all, theme song good.
Theme song good.
Theme song good. Big Time Rush.
Theme song good.
Bop.
Yeah, bop.
They bop.
They're on Spotify, by the way.
They are on Spotify.
They are on Spotify. I'm gonna listen to some.
Just like we should be.
Yeah. Sponsor us, Big Time Rush.
Sponsors Big Time Rush and Spotify.
Yeah.
And then my second and only general note.
Yeah.
Is have got spirit poster. Oh
yeah, that poster's going in like thumbnail, so.
Yeah, so right now you're seeing the poster. I
on
hope.
Screen.
I hope I remember this.
Like, yeah.
And
that's horrifying. I don't know why they put that up there.
Yeah, I don't really get. Maybe it's good if we saw the whole thing, but as of now, we yikes. It was a big yikes moment at the start of the series.
Yeah. With that, then we can now get into the characters.
Yeah. Well, do you have any thoughts?
I like James. I like James, Gustavo, and a guitar guy. I think they're at the top of my list right now.
I enjoy Miranda Cosgrove, Logan, and Gustavo.
I can't wait to see, what level of Valley Girl we get.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you don't know, I'm a very big fan of Valley Girls.
I'd say that I'm a very medium sort of fan of Valley Girls, but I still enjoy them to
an extent,
To an extent, exactly.
Yeah.
So let's get into the character notes, where we analyze the characters, like, a little bit.
A little bit.
So let's start with Kendall. And Kendall is a bit problematic for me because the only notes of Kendall that I have are main guy and blonde, 2 question marks.
I think that's his entire character.
That's his entire character. He's just like the main guy and that's it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, but I mean, come on.
He's not special. He's not special.
Mm.
He doesn't have. He's just tall and blonde, and that's his character traits.
Yeah.
So then we get to James.
James,
who's the
PogChamp character.
Yeah, PogChamp character. Very extra, very extra. He's the pretty boy of the group.
He's pretty boy.
He's got the long hair and shit. He got the lucky comb that he combs his hair with. Luckily.
Yeah, and he just carries around newspaper clippings.
He does?
Remember, he pulled out, and that's for...
Oh yeah, he does.
The dude.
Oh yeah. What? Just pulled out, I think, a copy.
Yeah, just copy. It's just that one page.
Yeah, a copy of the cover of Rolling Stone with Gustavo on it. And he just had it on hand. Yeah.
He just really wants this job, and he got it.
Exactly. He's very passionate. Very he's a good singer, I'd say.
He's the main character that stood out the most to me.
Yeah, he's as I've said, very extra. He's very out there, shows himself to the world.
Yeah, he shows himself now. He's a good boy.
Also, he reminds Gustavo of Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
And I quote, "I hate Matthew McConaughey."
Yeah, we quoted that twice.
Yeah, so Gustavo really just hates him.
Yeah.
So put that on your alignment chart. Big Time Rush alignment chart.
BTR Russian Lyman shop. If you go with James, you get the lore ending.
Let's move on to Carlos. Carlos is the crazy rowdy boy of the group.
Yeah.
This is indicated by the fact that he dies always, all the time.
Yeah.
He has all the physical comedy in the show, and he carries around this hockey helmet because he just runs into shit all the fucking time and gets hurt. That's his thing. That's it.
Yeah, he just. I think the man has a rough home life.
Yeah. He also
Isn't
farted in the mic at the audition,
Yeah.
which I
And
thought
we
was
thought-
important enough to put in the character notes.
Yeah, we clapped.
We clapped. It was really a turning point for his career, I think. Not the pilot, just the whole only the farting part. Then we have Logan.
Logan?
Logan. I like Logan. He's just sort of my dude.
He just kind of
Just
dude.
nice. My first note is J-Schlatt period King, which was my first two thoughts when I saw Logan from Big Time Rush. And then we have Lil Bitch, which he kind of is.
Yeah.
He's the nerd of the group. He's a little nerdy guy.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him playing Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I think in the actual show he does like science shit, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He makes like gadgets and inventions and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know
Like I
what
said,
it's
it's only
about.
the pilot, so
Yeah, this is the pilot, so he doesn't really do much other than sing. There's nothing really happens other than they dick around and they sing.
Yeah.
He's. I'm pretty sure he's the only one with a driver's license in the group.
it's a learning driver's license, and that's why they
Yes.
kidnapped Grandma.
Yeah, they kidnapped Grandma, and Logan drove them to the auditions.
Yeah.
Which is a plus, you know. Dude with a right driver's license, that's useful.
Yeah, I was hanging out with him.
Yeah, I'd hang out with Logan. Yeah. He's also the beatbox king, and when I say king, I mean his beatboxing is very mediocre, as we mentioned before when going over the timeline.
He tries his best.
He tries his best. He's also bad at dancing. Nothing really to say here. He just can't dance.
He just doesn't have the moves.
Yeah, he doesn't have the groove. So, do we want to do Miranda Cosgrove? We do want to save Gustavo for last?
We'll save Gustavo for last. I think Gustavo's like, if we have timestamps on the podcast, Gustavo's like a solid 10 minutes.
Yeah. She's like, we have the, like, Lil... we have the fucking little bits, like timeline, Kendall, James, and then just 3/4 of the podcast, Gustavo, and then ending.
Miranda Cosgrove, we've only seen a little bit of her hijinks.
She isn't the most prominent character, but when she does go on the screen, she shines.
She shines. I can't wait to see her in the later.
Me too. She's an absolute business mogul.
Yeah.
She's a cunning little fucking baby shit, and I love it.
She is a capitalist through and through.
Yeah, exactly. Capitalist, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all really. Just my only notes were little small baby and business bitch. I love her. And then we get to the man.
Gustavo
Notch Rock.
He caused an earthquake.
He caused an earthquake.
He has a rocket launcher.
He is the most dangerous man in America as of 2009.
What kind of money does this man have to own a rocket launcher?
First of all, he looks like Notch, but better.
Yeah, he is better Notch.
He's better Notch all the way.
He's I don't think he's transphobic, but
I don't think he's transphobic. In fact, I think he's respectful to the LGBT community.
I think he is a king.
He's a king.
King.
He's very angry. He's a very angry man.
Very angry.
He gets upset a lot, and when he gets upset, he makes it very clear.
Yeah.
To the point of causing a fucking earthquake. He is the final boss of Big Time Rush. Like, you go
my
through...
Dream is...
Yeah.
My dream is to have Gustavo on the show, so please.
Yeah, Gustavo, call us.
Call us.
Shoot us an email.
Shoot us an email. We have 25 subscribers.
Exact 25?
No, I think it will be 25 when we get there.
Yeah, this will give us 25.
Subscribe. Now that YouTube mode.
Wait, I think I'm getting called. Fuck, my brother is calling me. Ad break. This is where the ads will be. There be. I love ads.
Love ads.
This is unironically really fucking entertaining to listen to.
Yeah, it's the Big Time Rush podcast.
Yeah. I'm just like sitting here and playing Plants vs. Zombies.
I know, it's going to pop up.
This is the only podcast I ever sat for.
Yeah. When it's live.
Yeah, the best podcast.
I am back. Are you ready?
Yeah, okay.
And welcome back to the Big Time Rush podcast. What is it?
Sorry, podcast.
Wait, we've been recording for a good little bit. Is it long enough to call it the 1 hot hour with Mr. X?
Yeah.
It's almost an hour.
I mean, we're pretty much going to be finished after Gustavo.
That is true.
Yeah, the other characters didn't do really anything of note, so...
Yeah, it was the pilot episode. It was supposed to introduce the characters, the main characters, show how they got where they got, and then episodes 2 and all the rest and the movie will be mostly the hijinks of these characters.
Can't wait for the hijinks.
Yeah, so back to Gustavo.
Yeah.
He has power. He's a powerful individual.
If Gustavo walked up to me, I would be scared.
And you'd be right to be scared. Because this man is... He's a unit.
Yeah. He is big, he is chunky. And he knows.
He knows he has the power, and he's not afraid to use it.
Yeah.
The man's flushed. The man got money. Cash, dollar.
Cash, dollar.
What was like 22 platinum discs?
Yeah, he is.
15, 20, 22. He's got a career. Maybe a little bit, not anymore.
Yeah.
But he's got a career.
Yeah, he's got a career.
A lot of money. Did I say he has a lot of money? And is big and powerful? I was trying to extend this at this point.
Yeah.
Then we have... Oh, because of the Nicole thing, the restraining order, I put notorious sex offender. Which
he is a notorious
kind of
sex offender.
I don't. Do we want to get sponsored?
Yeah, he's just he has a pass, and I hope the show knows that.
Yeah. Gustavo has done nothing wrong. Sponsor us.
Gustavo, please come on.
I also don't think he's gay.
Yeah.
That's it. I just don't think he is gay.
Yeah.
Cherry, I've run out of things to say.
Yeah, we've done here.
Yeah,
That's
all my notes.
This is a hot hour with Mr. X.
Yeah, so
That's everyone.
thank you for listening, everyone.
He's Toast, and I'm Cherry, and
yeah,
lick my balls.